today's tip for juniors is to be more consistent hitting the ball. Well, how do you do that? Well, the key is to swing the club more in balance. So I'm going to give you a club awareness drill and go through the steps that I've created, a system for juniors that helps you find out the reference points in a swing. You can do this at home in front of a mirror. You can do this on the range, because we spoke a little bit about quality practice, and getting the right positions early on in your golf game will help you create a great career, because too many players don't work on their positioning, and then later on in life they spend too much time trying to correct it. So what I want you to feel is to put the club against your left hip and grip close to the club face. So take your dress position. You can feel now the grip is more on the fingers of your left and right hand. And now I'm going to talk a little bit about the 6 steps. So the first step is the move away. And you can feel that your hands are over your right toe and the club face stays really square. I feel like my left arm and the shaft makes a straight line. You don't want to feel the butt end moving away. I see so many juniors do that because of the weight of the club. So once you get the butt end moving away from you, the club's going to move too inside on the backswing. So from this angle, you're going to see that the club stays on my left hip, my hands are right over my right toe, and the club is still in front of me. So from here, the next step is I'm going to set the club in the backswing. Now the club's going to be totally in balance. So when I set up to this ball, I want to feel like the butt end points slightly inside the ball. The club's going to feel nice and light. So the butt end moves away from your left hip. The club now is going to be totally flat. The face is going to get more in a shut position, and the club's going to feel very, very heavy. I think that this halfway back position, step 2, is very important, because from here, if you're in a good position, you can really turn your shoulders, and now the club gets nicely over your right shoulder, and you can see, because of my good grip, the face is nice and square. It's not shut, it's not open, it's square. So you're going to feel again from the beginning. My shoulders takes the clubs back. The hands are over my right toe. Now I set the club, and now I wind to the top. From the top of the backswing now, with my weight all into my right side, the club's going to shallow. So now I'm going to feel like I'm pointing the butt end of the club more at the ball. The club and the shaft is under my right shoulder, coming more from the inside. And then from here, I put the shaft back on my left hip. So now the club and my left arm is in a straight line. Most of my weight now is into my left side. And now I can finish nicely through the ball at the top of the swing. So let me go through that again. Step 1, my hands over my toe. Step 2, my club is set. Step 3, I feel the club more over my right shoulder. Step 4, I can feel the transition towards the ball. Step 5, impact position. Step 6, I finish. Now when you go to hitting the ball, you just set up and you make a feel of which step you want to work on. So I'm going to work on step 1. And then turn, swing through, and you're going to start hitting those positions. When you start hitting those positions, you're going to see a dramatic change in your ball flight, in your consistency, and in your scores. So take it to the course.